going on, guys? We'll be using Shannon soaps today. Woodlands, and this is vetiver, cedarwood, and patchouli. That's the notes on this. Honestly, I get a very mild scent of vetiver, and I definitely get the cedar. It's a very cedar forward, for me, scent. We'll be using the Maggard fan brush, gel tipped, and we'll go ahead and load the puck. Oh, on these soaps from Shannon Soapworks, they also have the little label there. Pretty cool. All right, so we're just gonna load it straight from the puck. This will be a DE shave today, not a straight razor shave. And how's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Hope so. Hope everybody's doing just fine. Health is a very finicky thing. And sometimes it takes close calls or run-ins with not being healthy for you or your loved ones to understand and, well, appreciate good health, I guess is where I'm getting. If you hear something in the background, that's my wife. She's trying to cook something tonight, and she has her mother on the other line. And they're trying to cook a Cuban dish that her mom cooks, and she's just trying to get a little bit of help. So I'm sure you'll hear that in the background. And it sounds like they're yelling, but they're not. All right. So the other Shannon Soapworks that I have is Valley Parkway, which is a nice clean scent. But like I said, I get a little bit of vetiver here. I get a lot of cedar. I actually like cedar quite a bit. Now, I don't really get a lot of patchouli, or any, to be honest. But I have other soaps where they have patchouli in them as well, and I just don't get a lot of patchouli. So, you know, it might just be my olfactories or whatever the case is, that I just don't, my nose just does not pick up patchouli. So we'll be using the Rockwell 2C today. It's the razor. I have a brand new, this is my Astra pack. Brand new set of Astras. How many blades do I have left? I have 3 blades left in this pack. Astras are my go-to blade. I feel like they're a great mid-aggressive blade. Like, the aggressiveness on them is mid-level. Like, they're not extremely... They're not like a Vascot, or however you pronounce it. And they're not as, they're not there, and they're not as sharp as a feather or the other. Look at the amount of soap we have here. And with this, you know, with a DE shave, I don't mind working the lather a little longer and getting, it just kind of fell off my face there, and getting it a bit more creamy and voluminous. Pillow-y, as Linguophile says. We can do that with a DE. The problem with straight and doing that is when you do that with a straight razor and it's built off of your face, the lather I'm talking about, becomes kind of an issue of apparently she just dropped something. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Can you see the sheen on this? Let me turn on this light. I don't know if this is going to help or not. There's a definite sheen to this lather. Shannon Soapworks soaps are also very inexpensive. This is a tub of, let me see, does it say on here? Yeah, 4 ounces. 4 ounces for $12. So, you know. It's a tallow-based soap as well. I can kind of tell you the ingredients here if you want. As I'm like eating the soap. Not really, it's not getting in my mouth, but it's on my lips. Potassium and sodium hydroxides, that's what it's saponified with. Butters of tallow, kokum, avocado, cocoa, shea, stearic acid, glycerin, lanolin, coconut oil, fragrance, essential oils, and vitamin E. Anyways, we're going to leave it there. We're good as far as the lather goes. This is far more slick than I need to get a good shave. I can keep working it and make it, you know, very luminous and popping off of my face, but I don't think that would really help anything, to be honest. I set the brush next to this box, and now I have stuff everywhere on my hands. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the shave. I have a lot of distractions, as you can tell, the chopping in the background and the yelling and everything. All right, let's see. I think the best shaves I get DE-wise is definitely my Rockwell 2C with the third, I guess it's not the third base plate, I guess it's actually the first, but the R3 base plate, you can probably see it right there, R3, R there, the number 3 there. But I believe that I get my best shaves with this base plate and an Astra blade. I don't know what it is, but that just agrees with my skin the most. I rarely, if ever, get irritation using this combo. If I weren't using an up to snuff soap, I'm sure I would have a rough shave, but I'm working with a little over 2 days, a little over 48 hours, probably like 50 hours, 54, something like that. I try to keep track of it, not even that it matters, but just to kind of give you guys information. It really doesn't matter, if we're being honest, but sometimes I'm like, all right, 2 days, I need to shave soon, and then I get up to shave, something pops up with work, I can't shave, and then I completely forget, all right, well, was it 49 hours or 50 hours before I was about to shave, and yada, yada, yada. So again, it really doesn't matter how many hours, it's just more information. But oh yeah, nice lather. Yeah, a lot of cedar. You know, this has probably opened up a little past wound on my chin there. As with most soaps, and I don't really ding soaps based on this, but as with most soaps, I wish that this were a bit more strong, scent-wise. And I understand not a lot of people like heavily scented soaps. But in my opinion, well, I guess that would be, you'd have too much inventory. I was going to say, why not do like a very strong version and then a weaker version? But I guess, as far as inventory goes, that would be a nightmare for artisans. So I understand the reasoning behind not doing that. I don't really think there's any manufacturer, or I can call them the manufacturers. I've used the word manufacturer a lot this week with work, so that's really why I'm using it so much here. But with artisans, I don't know that you have the leeway of contacting an artisan and saying, "Hey, can you make this scent but just stronger, please?" Obviously not with the larger artisans like Parasso, Cella, Taylor of Old Bond Street, GOF Trump, those huge companies. I mean, huge, relatively huge, rather, compared to some of the other ones. The average person probably wouldn't even have that leeway with most of the smaller companies, to be honest. You'd probably have to be a pretty well-known YouTuber in the community or know one of the artisans on somewhat of a personal level to get a not a custom scent, but just a stronger scent. But that is one thing I wish, we had customization over. But I don't think that's an option. Oh, we're feeling very slick. And this is actually a really good soap that, truthfully, you probably don't need too much of a post-shave routine after you use this soap, but Shannon Soaps has some great... I'll be using a Shannon soap. I use this with my Valley Parkway, but I have the Valley Parkway Aftershave. This is a 3.3 milliliter. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, 3.3 ounce. It's 100 milliliter. Water, witch hazel, sandalwood, hydrosol, fragrance, menthol, and glycerin. So it's not an alcohol based, but it does have menthol in it, which I like a little sting, but it doesn't kill the vibe for me using this. And I clearly loaded this far too long because I have a ton left in here. Man, this knot is just awesome. It's currently Wednesday as I'm shaving right now. And, oh look, Japanese flag. I have 3 Japanese flags right there. Can you tell? Let me see. And one right there as well. One under here. Yeah, it's currently Wednesday as I'm shaving this Wednesday evening. And, I'm off tomorrow. I'll be working this Saturday. So, I mean, typically we work Monday through Friday. There are some things that have to get done on the weekend due to downtime and that type of thing. So that's why I'll be working on Friday or on Saturday. And so since I'm working Saturday, I had the option to either work Thursday and accrue comp time, which is basically just paid time off. You know, I could have worked just like normal, and then any extra that I had on Saturday, which would be a full day, would have just gone to comp time. But honestly, with the baby coming, comp time might have been nice, and like most people maybe don't understand why I don't do or work tomorrow, but I'm getting burned out, and we're short-staffed. For the amount of work we have, we're very short-staffed. And, you know, I'm not a complainer. I'm not complaining I have work. I'm not complaining that I actually have a job. I'm just going to do a little touch-up here. So I'm not complaining about it, but when you're under a lot of stress and you have a lot of workload and you just feel like it's just piling up and never getting complete, even though it really is, like, you know, jobs are getting done, but we have so much. Let me show you what we have left in this brush. So that's the brush, and that's what we have left. My goodness. Very slick. It's very, very nice shave soap. This tub would have, this tub, if I loaded half of what I just put on this brush, or the load time at least, this tub would probably last me a year. All right, we're good. I have like pillow hands right now. So, yeah, like for me, it's better to kind of step back tomorrow from work and just kind of take a break, take a breather for a day, because I'm getting burned out, like I said. And you don't want to get burned out when you're doing something. I mean, you know, obviously there's several jobs you don't want to, like air traffic control, for instance. You don't want to be in a bad position or in a bad state of mind when you're in air traffic control. And what I mean by bad state of mind is like not hurting someone, but just not being on your A game, you know? Not giving your job the attention it needs or requires. So, you know, police officers, firefighter, I mean, you know, there's several professions that require a certain level of cognitive alertness as you're working them. Holy cow, I'm bleeding a lot. What is going on? I think it's just my face. So something you guys have probably noticed is all these, like, even before I start shaving, I can go a week without shaving and still have like red dots all over my face. Not bleeding, obviously. Shaving causes the bleeding, but you know, the red dots. And that really just comes from stress and acne caused by stress. So that's what I live with. It's all good. All right. So we are going with, like I said, Valley Parkway, Shannon Soaps, or Shannon Soap Works. I think that's what it is. Oh, Shannon Soaps Limited, Ltd. All right. Valley Parkway is definitely a sweet scent as to where, and you could tell like this. Let me show you. Well, if I could show you without spilling anything, probably not. Let me see if I could turn the camera down into my hand. Yeah, you can see there. It's kind of like a milky white. This aftershave is more of like a milky white as opposed to, ooh, that menthol. Must have a good bit of menthol in there. The scent on this is very nice. Like I said, it's sweet. Keep knocking down these little spots real quick. Eventually they'll go away. All right, guys. That's it for the shave. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I'll probably see you Sunday, maybe next Monday. I don't know. This weekend's going to be very hectic, and tomorrow I am literally just taking a break from everything. So, yeah. Hope you have a good shave, and I'll see you next one. Bye, guys.